Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Nikki Starr, and I'm so excited to bring you Alexandra today. And Alexandra and I have been working together for the past 6 months. So welcome, Alexandra.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here to share my experience.
Yeah, and I'm so looking forward to celebrating you and everything you've gone through and who you are today. You're just looking so beautiful, such goddess vibes. Your energy is so vibrant, such a beautiful opportunity to be in your space.
Thank you.
So I'd love for you to share a little bit about what brought you to work with me this time around. Or actually, how was it for you? Let's just start very general. Like, how was your experience?
It was an amazing experience. I grew so much, I learned so much, and I had fun, and I loved the experience. It was really amazing.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And what were some highlights for you in our time of working together?
I loved our healing sessions. I loved the tools that you taught me. I love that it was fun. We had a lot of fun. I feel like we laughed a lot, and I really grew a lot. I really learned a lot about myself and learned where I was kind of blocking my full potential, my greater potential.
Yeah, and you're someone who has done so much spiritual development and personal development. And so how is this different from a lot of the stuff that you've done?
I've done a lot of personal growth and development work, but I feel like this went to a deeper level that I kind of explored this. I've explored a lot of deep things, but this was different. You just have a very unique approach that is not very common, I would say. And it really was very powerful.
Thank you. Yeah. And so how would you describe the approach? So if someone was like, okay, I want to work with Dr. Nikki Starr, like, how is it unique to you with all the things that you've done and tried before?
Well, I would say, like, I really love that you have these healing sessions embedded in the sessions that we have together. You have the light language, which I loved. I thought that was really beautiful and healing, and I'd never experienced that before. I've heard about it, and maybe I've experienced a little bit here and there, but your way of delivering it was just very beautiful, very healing, and I felt very connected to that.
Yeah.
And then also just having your support in creating action steps. You're very action oriented, and I think that is very unique because you really take time to set goals and support me to accomplish those goals each time. So that was really amazing. And then the tools that you provide are unique. They are different tools that I really haven't been given before, these beautiful rituals and practices. And they're easy to do, and they're, really powerful. They really shifted things for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And I would say it's true. Like, our sessions are both coaching and very practical with the action steps, but then very mystical with the energy work and the light language. So yeah, I've been hearing that time and time again. So yeah, that's something that people are looking for. It's both practical and mystical.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to come to work with me? Like, I know you had known me in the past, and we kind of first connected, I think it was 2014, and you took my first coaching program, and then you were kind of in my world. I remember you liking things on my social media or replying to emails and stuff. And so what made you reach out this time around?
I was just in a space in my life where I was stuck in a certain place, and I wasn't really able to work through it on my own. And I could feel like the love radiating from you, and I really felt called to work with you. And I'm so happy that I did.
Wonderful. What do you think were some of the big transformations that you lived in these 6 months?
A huge thing was you really helped to transform my relationship. We were in a stuck kind of place, And I really didn't realize that my thoughts and beliefs and my actions around the situation were helping to create the situation. And so that was a huge shift because it's life-changing. My life partner is everything to me, and to have that relationship deepen and feel, really good was, just life-changing for me. So that was a huge thing. It also helped me to just be more grounded, I would say, because I could feel scattered at times. So it really helped to ground me and help me to have a deeper connection with my body. It strengthens my health working with you. You were great in helping me figure out some things around my health that really strengthens my health. And you taught me how to manifest more powerfully, which I loved. That was amazing. So I love that. I feel more connected to that. And then connecting more to the wisdom of my body to improve my health and my life. As I've mentioned to you, as you know, I would push myself beyond what my body was needing and wanting, and it was really affecting my ability to show up for myself. So, that's a huge thing as well, just slowing down. And I thought I was taking care of myself because I do a lot of self-care, but you really helped me to deepen into that listening and that body wisdom and intuition more deeply than I have ever before.
Yeah. Well, you look beautiful and your energy is super radiant. So I'm glad that all the effects are continuing. Yes. And it's true that that's why I call the 6 and 12-month program Sacred Embodiment, because it really is about how we're being in our bodies, how we're intuiting and listening to the wisdom that is coming through, and then really being present, grounded in our body so that we can radiate our light and be magnetic to our desires. So as you mentioned, yeah, it was really amazing to see you start manifesting. Like, you literally would just get clear and we would set the intention and then boom, it would manifest. Boom. You didn't have to even ask or even do anything, actually. Yeah. Noticing you just had to get clear within yourself. And then it was like, boom, it would happen. Even in relation to other people, it wasn't even about them, but you were like, okay, this is what I desire. And then other people were stepping up to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that was really awesome.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. So I'm also curious, as as someone who you've worked with a lot of people and you've done a lot of different things, how would you say your time was working with me specifically? So not just around like the actual techniques of the coaching that I do, but just me as like, I guess, why would you recommend me to people?
As I mentioned, I think your, approach is unique, and it's also working with you is fun. I loved working with you, and, you are a loving being. You're honest, you're a straight talker, and you are lighthearted. And you're just a lot of fun to work with. We laughed a lot. So even though it was, we were moving through challenging things, you made it light and fun. And I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also everything you shared was easy to integrate into my life. So that was great because everything was manageable that you were giving me from week to week.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually here like thinking of certain moments being like, hey.
Yes.
Like on the beach when we had your retreat and you're like hysterically laughing, or thank God it happened, So yeah, it's true. We really did have so much. And that's the thing too, like, and I appreciate that you mentioned that I'm, straight. I really do. I want your greatest growth and evolution and becoming. So I'm grateful that you were able to receive when I see things and I say them, and that you're able to like, oh, wow. And like reflect and receive the wisdom. It was really beautiful that you were really ready to transform, because that's a big part of it. So you were really an ideal client as well, because you're really ready to do the work. You integrated and implemented everything that was being shared. You showed up like, and the daily accountability too, and just like the deepening, like I really become like, in a sense, like, yes, I'm your coach and stuff, but I feel like we do really become like friends through this process, and we feel that soul sister connection, which I also think makes it that much more powerful and enjoyable when there is that deep connection. So that was really beautiful.
Yes.
And then with that, I feel like one thing that I want to celebrate in you so much is that a lot of our mission is so aligned. And I feel like our work together was really powerful in supporting you to come to a really clear, empowered place for your purpose in the world and your mission in the world. And, you're working on a beautiful project for humanity. And if you want to share anything about how it's kind of helped you, the work has helped you in that, and what this project is, and you're welcome to do that as well.
Well, I think just being in right relationship with the people in my life and feeling healthy and happy and grounded and embodied is necessary for me to deliver my message, because I need to be who I am, asking other people to be as well, to step into the greater becoming of themselves. So, I have to be clear myself, and you've really helped me to get to that space.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And I also think there's such power in having support. Like when we're giving to the world, it's so important for us to have support, and just to see what 6 months can do. It's like really transformational. And it's been such a gift to guide you. And so what would you say to someone who is thinking about working one-to-one with me, and they're like, oh, I'm not sure about the investment, I'm not sure about this or that? Like, what would you say to anyone who's thinking about it?
I would say, go for it. It's amazing. It exceeded my expectations. It's life transforming, and I really recommend it. It's just such a beautiful program. Everything that you provide is amazing, and I recommend it to everyone.
Oh, thank you so much, Alexandra. And is there, actually, I'm remembering when we actually discovered the meaning of your name, we're like,
I know, I love it. It really is. That was so magical. That really was so magical for you. You helped me reconnect with my name and the meaning behind it. And it's so precious. I love that.
Yeah, it really is. So before we go, is there any last things you want to share about you, your journey, your process?
I think that's it. I think we covered a lot of great things, and I just adore you, and I'm grateful for our time together.
I adore you too. And thank you so much for taking this time. I love you so much. Thank you for doing this work. And I'm so grateful you're on this planet, incarnated at this time, helping humanity as well.
Me too.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.